What's going on, everybody? So, happy Thursday, man. Um, I was looking at a lot of videos. Today's my anniversary, 14 years with the wife, so I'm celebrating it right now. But I want to take some time out, get that light out. See if I can do the best with the light out. Move my thing. But wanted to, wanted to take the time out to, you know, kind of go over this Charlie Kirk situation and, and just talk to you guys for a minute because this is really really disturbing. I know we live in a world that I understand very greatly that we live in a world that's demonic. People have evil intentions, and people have evil thoughts and actions and stuff that they do because they represent that side. I understand that very well. But the problem I'm having is when I'm seeing people on my timeline who are saying that they are glad that Charlie's dead. They are glad that he got what he deserved and things like that. Let me tell you something. Let me put this down. Let me tell you something. From someone who lost seven people in 6 years, to hear people say that they are happy that someone's gone, you ain't lost somebody. You don't know what it feels like to lose somebody in your life. I've lost parents, both of my parents gone, both of my grandparents, my mother parents and my father's parents gone. My great cousin is gone from Los Angeles. I've lost all these people within freaking 7 years of each other. I was at a funeral back to back to back. And for people to sit up for certain individuals on my timeline to sit up here and say that, well, he got what he deserved, I feel no empathy and all that. And okay, that's fine. If you feel no empathy, that's fine. Or that's they situation. You know what I mean? Black folks stay out of that. Man, come on, dude. I'm tired of this race war shit, man. You guys got to understand that this shit is not about conservative or liberal or Democrat or Republican. It's about good versus evil, man. That's what this is about. And that man lost his life yesterday. And that man is a husband. That man is a Jesus follower. And that man is a father. He has two kids. What about that? What about his kids? Forget that you didn't agree with him. Forget that you didn't agree with him on his political views and all that stuff. I don't give a shit about that. The man lost his life on trying to go to a campus like he's been doing, and I watched a lot of his content. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is getting bloviated and narratives getting pushed due to how you feel. That's why I hate that goddamn that phrase. I tell my wife all the time. I can't stand that phrase. Well, I feel like that's some bullshit. No, no, no. Forget how you feel. Tell me how you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you believe. Tell me what you know, not how you feel. Because feelings change. This shit is sickening, man. It really is. And I was looking at a video earlier today. The wife is asleep right now. We had a great time last night, great dinner. Put her to sleep like I normally do, and I'm good. So that's why I'm here kind of roaming right now and doing what I do. But I was looking at a video, and it was a reaction video, and the women on this video were saying, well, one of the women said that she doesn't feel anything, and her soul is gone for certain people. That's what it boils down to. It boils down to them being soulless. We have soulless individuals that are walking this earth right now. Okay. You have soulless individuals that's walking this earth. And for all you idiots that's out here talking about, well, he got what he deserved and all that. Listen, life and death is in the power of the tongue. What you speak about is going to come about. So you saying negative stuff on Charlie Kirk and what's going on and what happened with him and his family because of how you feel, well, don't be surprised some shit happened to your family or to you because God don't like that. He don't mess around with that. There's a reason why he has in that scripture, life and death is in the power of the tongue. What you speak about will come about. Quit speaking negative on the dead now. Quit speaking negative on the dead because things will happen to you because I guarantee you, if that was your uncle, if that was your brother, If that was your granddaddy, whoever he was to you, you wouldn't want people speaking on that person in a negative way. This shit is sickening that the world that we live in, man. It really is. And I don't care about ideologies and what he thought about things like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that stuff. I care about him as a human being. God said love him, and then he said love people. He didn't say love people because of their color or their skin. He didn't say love people because of what they believe in or he said love me and then love people. And some people are just like I'm more of a I'm a judge of character. I can care less about your color. I get along with everybody. I don't care what your color is. I'm a judge of character. And the ones who are speaking bad about Charlie Kirk, I don't like to deal with those type of people at all. At all. I'm just being honest with you. Because my thing is, if you are thinking like that, there's another scripture that says the enemy will be those of your own household. Not only that, what that scripture is talking about, it's not just talking about people in your household, it's talking about your inner circle and everything like that. So for the ones who are talking bad about Charlie Kirk and wishing death, wishing, and not saying that, they're okay with him being dead or because of whatever the case may be. Well, I'm glad you're revealing yourself because that lets me know that if something happens, that's what you would think about me as well. So with all that being said, man, I just wanted to vent a little bit because just watching videos and then watching my timeline and just seeing people saying that they're okay with him dying or he got what he deserved and all that stuff, or that's they fight, that's not our fight. You guys don't really see what's going on, man. They really are trying to start a race war. They really are trying to, get people to get riled up against each other. At the end of the day, it's not about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's about making sure that we're here for each other. It's about people. It's about loving each other, man. Like love trumps all of this shit. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? You can't say you Yahweh follower, you Elohim, you Abba Father follower, you Jesus follower, whatever you call them as, but then you act like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I told my wife last night while we were having dinner. I said, uh, a lot of religious people are fake. I understand religion is a business anyway. I won't go into that because my knowledge is way too deep, and this is not that type of call. But how you doing, man? All right, this is not that type of live, but um, it's a lot of religious people are fake. They say they love God. How you doing, man? All right. They say they love God, and but they sit up here and as soon as a tragedy happens, instead of praying for the man, you're saying that well he got what he deserved. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to say about that, but it is what it is, man. So I'm going to finish enjoying my 14-year anniversary. Like I said, the wife is asleep right now, so I'm just kind of roaming around here in Vegas, having a good old time, like I always do. Um, love my wife, man. Love the fact that she's awesome. Couldn't ask for a better wife. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Nigerian goddess. Yeah, couldn't ask for a better wife, man. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm just a loss for words because to see certain individuals or people on my timeline saying, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, but he did this. No, once you put but after it, it negates the first statement that you said. So it is what it is, man. There's a lot of devils and demonic individuals that's walking this earth. And guys and ladies, watch who you deal with. Watch who you are hanging around. Watch who's in your inner circle. My inner circle is very small. Um, I go by a philosophy: small circle, big checks. I don't need a whole bunch of people in my inner circle. I have a lot of associates, but as far as friends and people in my inner circle, don't have a lot of them because a lot of them talk shit behind your back. A lot of them wish certain things. A lot of them do certain things that, maybe seances or whatever. I mean, I don't know. You have to, today's world. I don't deal with a lot of folks, man. And that's because their mind is not that, that is not developed. Even at 40, 50 some years old, they still have a other underdeveloped mind. They act like a child. It's like, how if you're an adult and you act like a child, you need some healing. You need some healing. Okay, you need some deliverance. Go get delivered. Go to deliverance ministry and get delivered by an actual ordained deliverer. I don't know if I said that right, but someone who specializes in delivery, not just a pastor, because most pastors don't know what the hell they doing. To be honest with you, they don't. Okay, I know more scripture than most pastors do. So um, I ain't even go there. But anyway, it's a lot of demonic stuff that's going on in today's world, man. And I really pray and meditate that we come together as a nation, because once you start seeing what they're trying to do and how they're trying to start a war, it's not, again. Let me regurgitate this. Let me regurgitate this and reiterate this. It's not about your color. It's not. It's not about being conservative or liberal or progressive or whatever. It's not about being Democrat or Republican. It's about good versus evil. Good versus evil. Good versus evil. Get my Dr. Umar say it 3 times. Okay, good versus evil. That's what it's about. And as soon as we get that through our thick ass skulls, then we will understand that, okay, this person did a bad thing. They are an evil individual. They're Just because they are YT or they are BLK does not mean the whole race is that. Just because the person is YT don't mean the rest of the YTs are like that. Just because that person is BLK don't mean the rest of the BLK community is like that. As soon as we get that through our thick ass skulls, then we will have a better nation. Okay. So with all that being said, love y'all. Needed to vent a little bit because that shit is sickening. Seeing that on my timeline. And I know a few people who I got to delete off my timeline. I'm not gonna do it right now because too busy. I still got some things I got going on while the wife slipped and make some phone calls, some business phone calls, things like that. But yeah, I just wanted to get this off my chest again because this shit was hurting. This shit was irking me and hurting me to see that on my timeline. People really saying that they're not going to empathize with him because he's a YT and that's YT businesses, or um, you know, he got what he deserved. Man, you evil. You straight demonic. I'm gonna call it what it is. You are a demonic individual. If you have that thought, and one thing to have the thought, and then it's like, all right, well, you know what? Let me get that off my mind. But to let that thought translate and manifest to words, yeah, yeah, you're a demonic individual. You are. So anyway, I said what I said, and love y'all, man. But the ones who are good people and Yahweh followers, whether you're Yahweh follower or not, as long as you have a good heart, I rock with you, man. I do, because I love good-hearted people, the good-spirited people in my circle. If you demonic, stay your ass away from me, for real. If you are demonic, stay your ass away from me. I don't entertain that. I do not entertain that bullshit. I don't. So with all that being said, love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. The love of the Lord. King J out. Peace.